So students, now we have started a new chapter and the first topic is basic concept of design of beams by LSM. So this is a very important topic. Now we have come to, now after all the considerations, all the IS code recommendations, now what we have come to the designing part. Okay. Now first of all, we will be designing a singly reinforced beam and then a doubly reinforced beam and then a flanged beam also, right? But first of all, we have to see that what is the basic concept of designing. Earlier also I have told you about the concepts of designing. Almost 80% I have already told you, but let us see the rest 20%. Okay. So what I have already told you is that in the basic concepts of designing, so this is the stress strain curve for concrete, right? We have the characteristic strain. Now we multiply this characteristic strength by a factor which is known as 0.67. Why do we multiply it? To counter the shape and size effects. I have already told you, right? So 0.67 FCK. Now we divide this 0.7 by a factor 1.5, partial factor of safety, because for concrete in limit state method as per the IS 456-2000 the partial factor of safety is 1.5. So we come out with the maximum stress in concrete, in the maximum compression fiber stress, that is 0.45 FCK, or more precisely 0.44 FCK. Simple. Clear? Now this was for concrete. Now let us move for steel. For steel also, this is the yield strength. So what is the yield stress at which the section or the steel split starts yielding, right? I have already told you these things, right? Now what is 0.87 Fy? I have told you that if you divide the yield strength by a factor of safety 1.15, partial factor of safety, you will be getting 0.87 Fy. Clear? Now the second concept which will be used is that the maximum strain in concrete is 0.0035. Clear? And the elastic strain is 0.002. We have already done this, but again I am repeating because this is important. Clear? The maximum strain in a steel we had got 0.002 up to the elastic strain for concrete plus 0.87 Fy divided by ES. Right? What is the difference between limit state working stress method? I have already told you in detail. Clear? Now, the non-linear sigma versus strain curve is taken into consideration in design of beams. This is very important point, because you can say in the working stress method we were not taking the parabolic shape of the stress curve, we were taking the linear shape. For example, this was the strain curve, right? Same was the stress curve also. Same was the stress curve. But in case of the linear limit state method, this will not be the case. So what we'll be taking, this is the strain curve, it will be straight curve, but as far as the stress curve is concerned, so this is taken as the parabolic. Why it is parabolic? Because initially it is parabolic and then it is a straight almost, and then it is almost straight. Clear? Okay. Now, why I have not done any stress diagram? Because we assume that the concrete below the neutral axis has cracked, right? Or it cannot resist any tensile forces. Because what is the neutral axis? The axis above which the forces or the stresses are compressive and below which the stresses are tensile. So we assume in limit state method that the concrete, it cannot resist any tensile stresses. Although it has some tensile strength, that is known as the 0.7 root FCK, but we assume while designing beams it does not have any tensile strength. So we assume it to be cracked. We only have some steel here, T, which is giving us this force T, right? Tensile force, right? So this is the stress diagram, this is the strain diagram. Clear? Now this is XU. Clear? XU has different values: 0.53D for Fe250, 0.48D for Fe415, and 0.46D for Fe550. Clear? Right? So we have done already these things. Now the thing is that what is the relationship between X1 and X2? This is important in terms of XU. In terms of XU, what is the relationship between X1 and X2? How much is this and how much is this? This is important. This will be taken into consideration when designing the beams. But let us see how much this value X1 and X2 is. So this value X1 and X2, let me rub this portion, because this is important, right? So we have to see what are the basics. Before starting any topic, the basics must be clear. So if I look at this strain diagram, okay, if I look at this strain diagram, this is a strain diagram, right? Up to here it is 0.002, up to which the stress curve is parabolic, and after that it is straight, and here it is 0.0035. Let us say that this distance is x1 and this distance is x2 and the total distance is xu. Clear? Now from the similarity of triangles I can say that x1 upon xu, or let me do it like this, x2 upon 0.002, x2 divided by 0.002, similarity of triangle, it is equals to x1 plus x2, which is xu, divided by 0.0035. So x2 will be equal to 0.002 divided by 0.0035 xu. Clear? So how much it is coming? Let me calculate it. So 0.002 divided by 0.0035, it comes out to be 0.57. In fraction, it comes out to be 4 by 7. So x2, it comes out to be 4 by 7 of xu. If it is 4 by 7, then this will be equal to 3 by 7 because the total distance is xu, right? So x1 will be equal to xu minus x2, which will be equal to 3 by 7 of xu. This is number 1, this is number 2. Both are important, right? It means that this parabolic distance, it is actually x2, which is 4 by 7 of xu, and this rectangle, it is actually 3 by 7 of xu. Very important because this will be used in design of beams. The distance of parabola and the distance of the rectangle, right? Now this is the neutral axis. Clear? Critical neutral axis. In terms of critical neutral axis, we are getting these distances. Clear? So I hope that the basic concept of design of beams by LSM is clear to you, or already I have covered this topic. Almost 80% of topic was covered, but I had not told you about this thing and this thing, the stress curve, right? So which we have discussed in detail in this topic. So now let us design the beams. Well, first of all, we will be designing a singly reinforced beam. I will be doing some derivations, moment of resistance. You know what is lever arm. Now everything is a cakewalk for you because we have already done everything in LSM, WSM. Now everything will be cakewalk, right? So let us start the next topic. So I hope that you have understood all these things. Thank you.